Hey, listen to this. Donald Trump's pick for education secretary, Betsy DeVos, a billionaire, has plagiarized some of her Senate questionnaire for the confirmation process. Can you imagine that? The education nominee is caught copying. Can you believe this insanity? And to add to the sick irony, there's the fact that the only reason she even had a ton of written questions to answer is that Republican Senator Lamar Alexander, who chairs the Senate committee that was questioning her, said we're going to limit the hearing to just one round of questions. So then a ton of questions were submitted in writing by Democrats, and then the plagiarism begins. Let's look at some examples here, okay? First example that I will put up on the screen for you. Here is Betsy DeVos's statement in her answers. Quote, every child deserves to attend school in a safe, supportive environment where they can learn, thrive, and grow. Here is a quote from the Principal Deputy Assistant Attorney General, Vanita Gupta. Quote, every child deserves to attend school in a safe, supportive environment that allows them to thrive and grow. Stunningly similar language there. Let's look at one other example that we also have. Betsy DeVos, quote, opening a complaint for investigation in no way implies that the Office for Civil Rights has made a determination about the merits of the complaint. Of course, guidance from the Department of Education on the same issue, quote, opening a complaint for investigation in no way implies that OCR has made a determination with regard to the merits of the complaint. We teach students that plagiarism is wrong, but we're going to put a plagiarizer in charge of all education in the United States of America. The amount of plagiarism happening within just the Trump world is stunning. Melania Trump plagiarized part of her Republican National Committee speech over the summer from a speech that former First Lady Michelle Obama gave. We saw conservative author Monica Crowley just bail from her selection as senior communications officer for the Trump administration after it was revealed that she had plagiarized not only parts of her 2012 book, but also columns she wrote for the Washington Times, parts of her 2000 PhD dissertation for Columbia University. As President George W. Bush once said, and he said it really eloquently, really important question about education and children. Here is where my mind went as I read about Betsy DeVos's plagiarism. Remember this?
Rarely is the question asked, how is our children learning? As yesterday's positive report card shows, children do learn.
Yes.
When standards are high and results are measured.
That's right. Children's do learn, Pat, when standards are high. Hiring a plagiarizer to run the country's education department is not exactly the high standards that will lead to children's learning, as our fearless former president said.
Yeah, this is pretty bad, but I think it would have been even worse on her if she had to undergo a second round of questioning from those Democrats. I mean, she would have had to talk more about grizzly bears and take questions from people like Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Al Franken. It would have been worse, I think.
In all seriousness, I don't know if it would have been worse because getting caught plagiarizing your answers for Senate confirmation is pretty damn bad.
Yeah, but there's no video clips of it. I mean, those clips were trending all over the internet.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
They were embarrassing her.
Maybe she is better off copying answers on paper and not having to answer more questions from Tim Kaine, who absolutely destroyed her. Al Franken, I think, also did.
Oh, yeah.
Elizabeth Warren participated in it. It was
Bernie
just
Sanders. It was a mess.
Getting clobbered. Yeah, I've never seen anything like it.